Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kathy. If you're new here, thank you so much for dropping by. I do reviews, unboxing, talk about finance, arts, journaling, diamond painting, and things that hopefully will improve your day-to-day living. If that is your kind of thing, please feel free to subscribe. Give us a like, share, comment. Small YouTubers like myself appreciate any sort of engagement that you can send my way. If you're a returnee, thank you. Thank you so much for dropping by once more. I really appreciate all that. See from the video, we will be doing a review on the Zulit Zarap from Elarz. This is canned lechon meat or lechon stew or corned lechon original. So this is actually the first time I've encountered something like this. So I'm super excited. So let's go ahead and get started right after. Okay, so we are back. Now, as mentioned, we will be doing a first impressions about the Zulit Zarap line of canned lechon goodness from Elarz. So we won't be doing an unboxing because that means we'll have to open 9 cans, which we don't want because, that would be food wastage, and we highly discourage food wastage here on our channel, especially during these crazy times. We need to value whatever blessing that gets sent our way, and that comes in the form of canned goods, gifts from friends, the fact that we still have a job, or the fact that we're alive and kicking and still healthy. A lot of people are no longer in that situation. So we just need to be really grateful for whatever we have. So this is from Elarz, as you can see there. So it's Elarz. And Elarz is ElarzLechon.com. This is actually one of the more famous lechon brands here in Manila. Now, personally, I don't think I've ever tried Elarz. Maybe I'm a little bit biased because I'm from Cebu City, where the best lechon comes from. But I rarely actually order lechon here in Manila. However, now that this was given to us, I would definitely want to try it. So let's go ahead and start with the small cans. So apparently now they have this budget size lechon de lata, corned lechon original. This is corned lechon lagablab, which means spicy. Lagablab, guys, means spicy. So for our non-Filipino viewers, when you see the word lagablab and then you see that this is smoking, that means that this is spicy. And then this one is Lechon Stew. The difference between the two is that this one would be more of the corned lechon, like the dry version, and then Lechon Stew is when you actually turn the lechon into stew. Lechon, for those who do not know, is pig that has been roasted on a stick. Okay, so that's pig on a stick. So for those who are vegetarians, then probably this is not the best video to watch. For the meatatarians, as my brothers call it, meatatarians, yes, you heard that first here, then this is the best discussion for you guys. Okay, so I'm not sure yet how much these are. I will link down that information below. We will have to ask the owners how much these are. But I'm very happy that they finally have this here. Because sometimes, you just kind of want to treat yourself. And buying lechon, even for 1/4 a kilo, can be pretty expensive. Because lechon meat is pretty expensive because of how extensive the cooking process is. Okay, so that's what you're paying for, the cooking process, which is very long, the preparation process, which is very extensive, because you don't just roast the pig. You clean the pig, you sort out everything, the intestines, you replace it with spring onions, and then you marinate it, and then you sew it back up, and then you roast it for hours and hours on end, and you have someone turning it round and round. It's still different if it's a human being turning around the pig as compared to, having it turned around by a machine. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Now, this one is the bigger version of this. So this is the Lechon Stew, Paksiw na Lechon. This would be, I guess if you have a small appetite, good for 2 to 3 people. If you have a big appetite, one person can actually down this by himself, but ideally 1 to 2 persons can eat from this. So I'm very excited to, open this and try it out because I love Lechon Stew. Lechon Stew is what we call Lechon Paksiw in Tagalog. And everyone has Lechon Parsi. Well, not everyone. Those who can afford it. After Christmas, the Noche Buena has Lechon Stew for like a week. So that's what happens when you have a big pig like this served for your feast. The next day, there will be a lot of leftovers. And because Filipinos are very, smart and really knows how to maximize the budget, they will then turn this into stew. And for some reason, the more days that pass by, the more times this stew gets reheated, the more delicious it becomes. Seriously, like it just keeps getting better and better. And I think the longest that we had lechon stew was for around 8 days after Christmas. So that was pretty amazing. Next, we have here the corned lechon original. So this one, they turned this into lechon, corned beef, like corned lechon, not corned beef, but something similar. And this would be perfect as toppings on rice. This would be perfect for, I would even say fried rice. Like you can combine it with cold rice, the leftover rice. And that would be really, really good. And this one, of course, is, if you can see, there is that chili icon, so lagablab, which would mean that this would be very spicy. Well, not very spicy, probably like spicy with a hint, with a kick, but not overly spicy, not Thai spicy or Indian spicy, because those are just really spicy, and I can't deal with that, mild spicy I can deal with. Sweet and spicy, no, because for some reason sweet and spicy is very spicy for me. So there. And then this one is the one that I was very, very curious about, because they turned lechon into, tada, see, luncheon meat, but they call it Lechon Meat, which is a plain word, which I find really cute. So they turned it into spam or luncheon meat, which should be very interesting. This would be best for breakfast, paired with rice. For snacks, in between sandwich sliced breads with, I would say, mayonnaise, lettuce, and probably tomato. That would be really, fancy way of having your sandwich. And then they also have this, which is the Supremo flavor, and it says kakaiba. So I'm guessing based on the photo, this looks like tacos, and it says Supremo. This is like a Mexican version of the lechon meat. So I don't know, is it going to taste like taco? Is it sisig? I'm not really sure. If someone can actually tell me what this is, because it looks really different, but I'm guessing that it's actually kind of like Mexican. So correct me if I'm wrong, guys. And then this one, this is the original flavor. So this is the one that I would be most excited about. The original flavor, because I'm traditional that way, and I always want to try out the classics, because my opinion is, if the classic is good enough, most of the time the other renditions would actually be better or just as good. Well, that's just me, okay? So I may be wrong, I may be just not exposed enough, but for me, that's how I see things. So if the original would actually be any good, then I would say that this is worth trying out. So personal thoughts, I'm pretty amazed that lechon has finally been put in a can. I never thought that this would be a reality or even possible. Do I have apprehensions? Yeah, because hello, again, I grew up in Cebu. I know my lechon. I know how it's supposed to taste like. I'm really hoping that this will taste even like half of how good a lechon is supposed to be, and if does, then I would definitely recommend this. Right now, I'd recommend this for those who love trying out new things, because again, this is new, you know, lechon in a can. I mean, hello, from a stick to a can. So that's pretty amazing. That's pretty innovative, and you know, it's a good way to preserve the lechon. It's also a good way to make it a little bit more affordable rather than buying 1/4 lechon kilo or like the entire lechon, which can be very, very expensive. So kudos to Elarz for thinking of this. I'm just really hoping that this would be half as good as I would imagine it to be. So, you know, that's just me and my personal bias. But we'll know soon if this was any good. I will be blogging about the experience. So, wait for it on lifeiskullayful.com. But for now, this is my first impressions of the Zulit Sarap Elarz Lechon Meat, corned lechon, and corned lechon stew. So again, if you like this kind of videos, thank you for subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting, and again, make sure that you know you find your happy, because we all deserve to find it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye guys.